Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, how you all doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yes, 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 I know what you're thinking. Pun pun. Where has it been? Why is it back now? Well, where has it been? It's been nowhere and everywhere and nowhere at the same time. My focus for the past couple of months has been really to finish the shows that I'm close to finishing, and that has sort of been done. And I'm still a little, not fully finished everything, but I am close enough to the point where I can be like, yeah, you know what, we can now bring these shows back. And continue them continuously, not just once on a blue moon, but continuously continue them. So that was basically like the main thing, that I wanted to finish some of the shows, mangas, TV shows, or anime in general that I was close to finishing, which for the most part I've now done. There's still one thing that left that haven't yet finished, but it's only I'm just an afternoon away from that. Basically, like, oh, if I just spend a little bit on one day, I'd probably finish it in that one day. So that's the beauty. I'm probably actually gonna finish that after this, to be totally honest. But yeah, that's where Pun Pun has been. Not me specifically, but where Pun Pun has been. I've read the last few chapters again, just to be, just have a jog in my mind. Shoot. The second to last chapter, not the last chapter. Last chapter is where he met Aiko, where he saw Aiko, and then at the end he decided to actually move out. But the second to last chapter actually got me really sad. I probably wasn't sad when I read it the first time, but now reading the second time, I was like, wow, this hit. So I don't actually know why that is the case. Maybe it's because now that I've reread some chapters, I read like the last 10 chapters so, but like the last 5 chapters were the key ones, I'd say. Now that I've reread those, I don't know, maybe I'm more sympathetic. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today with chapter, let me get up, there we go, with chapter 74 to 74, 75, 76, 77, 78 till chapter 78. We're here today with chapter 74 to 78, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we'll be reading these on mangadex.org. The goal will be, I will say this right now, just so it's out there. I've said it, and I'm going to stick to it. Especially considering I'm going to be recording a bunch of Pun Pun today, and this week especially. But the goal will be to be I can't say caught up, to finish Pun Pun. Excuse me. To finish Pun Pun within the next, not this month specifically, but within the next 2 months. So by the end of September, I will be finishing Pun Pun, which is essentially means around 70 chapters in the next 2 months. That's going to be the pace that we're going with. Obviously Patreon will be ahead a little bit from YouTube. I'm trying to have maybe 2 weeks ahead on Patreon this month, and then next month there's a completely different thing going on, because next month I'm bringing back an actual schedule. But like for this month, there'll be Pun Pun. I don't want to say every 3 days. Let's say every 4 days, give or take. 5 chapters every 4 days or so, give or take. We'll figure out obviously how much I'll be able to actually record this week and next week. Because towards the end of the month I kind of want to do a few other things, so we'll see actually how far I get during these first 2 weeks of the month. Obviously this one will come out on Patreon today, the 3rd of August, or maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, I don't know, depends on when I start editing and uploading, because there's a bunch of things that I've been recording this week and last week and a week before that I've just not had the time to edit. I've had the time to record because I was like, okay, when I get the opportunity to record, I want to record, but because I haven't been able to edit and render and upload, there's like a ton of things that I'm just way behind on. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to get to like 120 on Patreon by the end of August, and have it finished on Patreon the first week or second week of September, and on YouTube the end of September. That's how you know. Okay, now that you know, let's hop right into Oyasumi Goodnight Punpun. Also, one annoying thing, I'm bleeding. I don't know. You just wake up, you just scrap yourself, and then that just starts bleeding. I hate it. Anyway, though, Anyway, let me just make sure we're recording. Hi, yes, hello. Yes, okay, we are recording. It's chapter 74. Let us hop right into Oyasumi Punpun. Mangadex.org, as I said already. When the police took the 35-year-old suspect in for questioning, I don't know why, but like the way that's written, the typography is just very hard to read. It is very hard to actually read. When the police, it is very stylized, that's why. When the police took the 35-year-old suspect in for questioning, he claimed he had no intention of killing anyone and that the stabbing was the result of losing control of himself during a sudden outburst of anger. At the recent cabinet meeting, the Prime Minister had this to say when asked about the unemployment problem. About the unemployment problem, City is reported. At the recent cabinet meeting, the Prime Minister had this to say when asked about the unemployment problem. City is reportedly to have rained a large amount of frogs, according to some of its... What? Okay, that's terribly written. That has to be terribly written, because I have no idea what that's supposed to say. At the recent cabinet meeting, the Prime Minister had this to say when asked about the unemployment problem. I wanted to touch... Alright, if we ignore that speech bubble, because I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, the next one makes sense, because in quotation mark, what the Prime Minister is saying. I wanted to touch her, no matter what. I know it was wrong, and I give my deepest condolences to the victim. That's a typical, like, you start an apology with... I'm sorry, guys. I know that all of you have put your trust on me and so on and so forth, but that's why I didn't apologize at the beginning. I just gave you a clarification. I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, we're not about that. Right? We're not about that life. That's just not the case. We're not about that life. I don't apologize for anything. Most likely. There are things that I do apologize, but I don't really apologize for stuff, especially on the internet. I don't owe you anything, lots. I don't owe you lots. Knuckleberries. I give my deepest condolences to the victim and her family. Today's guest is a female singer who's on a fast track to stardom. Eh? Well, that's where Punpun lives. Onodera, chapter 803. We sincerely apologize to our channel's viewer for the inappropriate comment during our previous programming. Chuckleberries, that's a mess. That's a mess and a half. That's a mess. He's living in a dumpster. It appears the hot, muggy days will continue throughout all of Japan. And he's got a picture, at least he's got a picture of his mother there. We wish you all a good weekend. And he's on a shitter. Alright. 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 Just going for the motions of life. Just sitting there. What? Go inside out of the place? Yeah, he's left. Why didn't you say anything to us about this before? Well, I wouldn't object if this is something that you thought over carefully and decided, but, Yoichi, say something. Okay, I'm #1 strong guy in USA. What? 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 To be honest, I was a little worried about the rent of the current room you're living in, but I thought that you could move to Ofuna, as long as you didn't mind the place too much, huh? Isn't this your mother's savings account? But you haven't even found yourself a job yet. Are you sure you're fine giving this to me? Are you really sure? Don't you think you're pushing yourself a bit too hard? He's like, absolutely not. I'll be perfectly fine, he says, with absolute conviction. That's a shopping hall, not an apartment. I was going to say, doesn't look too bad. Welcome back, this guy. You know the expression dickhead. This guy looks like a dickhead. Actually, like a dickhead. Alright. Welcome back. You have your seal and the money with you, I presume. I'll now need to explain the specifics of the contract, so please take a seat there. Well, the place is conveniently close to the train station, so considering the market price, the rent is quite low. Oh, you need to stamp your seal here too. As for any maintenance reports, we'll handle all of that. So just let us know if there are any problems. We'll get it fixed right away. But sorry for asking you over and over again, but are you really sure about this? I mean, the old man who used to live there died in that room. He dead. So why not? I know people that are very superstitious, so on and so forth. I'm not. I'm not. That was the first time Punpun signed a contract with his seal and money. With such a simple act, Punpun felt he had become just a little more adult now. Going through life and its motions. Even though his motives were selfish and impure, he was surprised at how active he was being at carrying out his goal. Even if someone were to talk behind his back, he wasn't about to give them any attention. Whether they called him immature, creepy, or mentally imbalanced, it wouldn't matter because he already knew that best. I respect Punpun. I respect him. The unimpressive door of his cheap 25,000... Cheap? Actually, that's 250, right? No, I was gonna say it's not 2,000. I was gonna say, is that like 2,500? No, it's 250. Okay, that's cheap. That's cheap. I think, granted, this house is an actual steal. But guys, we also pay in pounds, not dollars. But like, for this house that we are currently living in, we're paying 630 in rent. Obviously, that's without like water, electricity, and whatnot, and other utilities. But like, well, this is a very cheap price for this property, because this is a 4-bedroom house. So we actually kind of looked out, honestly. This whole area is really, really cheap. Because there was like nothing here a couple of years ago, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Around 7 years ago, roughly. There was nothing here, and like in the last like 6 years or so, they built a massive shopping center like 2 minutes away from my house. So there's a McDonald's there, a gym there, massive supermarket, so on and so forth. So the value of the house, now because they built new houses here as well, right opposite of my street. Like when I look out the window, like a meter away from my house, or so, like on the opposite side of the street, they built new houses there, and it's the same house as everything, but they are currently paying I think it's like 1,200, give or take, a month. So like we really looked out because we had our contract and everything set before the new buildings and before the new shopping center was built, so on and so forth. So we just kind of looked out, honestly. Like straight up, we just kind of looked out. Good property decision. We used to actually live like 5 minutes down the road, and for a much smaller house, we paid like, I think it was like 700, and then my mom found this house for like 620 or something. I think it is, a month. It's like a significant better place. So it's like perfect. It's like everything went perfect, honestly. So, depending on obviously the size, I mean it's an apartment as well, but depending on the size, could be a great place, could be a terrible place. The unimpressive door of his cheap 25,000 yen apartment opened effortlessly with just a small single key. Punpun, welcome home. There's nobody there. There is nobody there. That would be his wish, but there is unfortunately nobody there. But who knows? This room will be a room for Aiko and I to live in. Oh, he's prepared. He's like, oh yeah, me and her. This is the place. This is the perfect spot. Huh? Even if he did find her again, he doubted he would actually be able to do anything. But that wasn't such a big deal for him at the moment. So he's got talk to your neighbor. Why don't you talk to your neighbor? I would establish a good relationship with your neighbors. Why not? That's the perfect thing to do. When he closed the door, it was hard for him to phrase it out properly. But the main point was that he had no choice but to try. You only got one shot. Do not lose your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. To quote the famous philosopher, Eminem. What a great philosopher. Welcome home, sweetie. Jesus. Tell me beforehand if you're going to come over. You had me scared good. Oh, I'm sorry, just listening to them. Did he cook a meal for me? I'm really sorry and all, but I already ate with Saito and the guys before coming home. Oh, it's fine. I'll just throw it all out then. Hey, don't get angry now. I already said I was going to come late because of soccer. Yeah, but you never said you'd be this late. Well, it's not like I had any idea that you'd be here waiting for me. And you know that I pretty much always go out drinking with Saito and the guys after soccer, don't you? Saito this, Saito that. Why don't you just go out with Saito if he's that important to you? And you say you were just drinking with the guys, but I bet there were girls too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Poor lad. Poor lad. What? That's ridiculous. Oh no. Oh no. Bro, he just ruined it for him. He just You know what this reminds me of? Shoot, there is this one video on YouTube. I don't know what the guy's name is, but he does like skits, and he did like a skit on like this exact situation. Like, oh, he's got a point right now. Woohoo! He's winning right now. It's his girlfriend, and then the girlfriend just came back like, and he came back like, well, you know, you really should be trusting me. Like, if you don't trust me, then there was no point in this relationship in the first place. Like, yo, he's just scored a point. I forgot what the dude's channel is, but he makes some very funny video. I feel. Obviously, comedy is subjective, but still, that's exactly it. I mean, this is a not too all too unfamiliar conversation, which is why it's so parodied upon, of course. What? Wait, this guy's making the wrong moves. What? That's ridiculous. Even if there were girls, there are girls that you know. That doesn't make it any better. Do you have proof? Do you have proof? What are you, a kid? Don't be so stupid. What did you just call me? Did you just call me what I think you called me? Ah, sorry, babe. You know I didn't mean it. I went too far and I apologize. So please, let's just put down. These people be tripping. These people be tripping. So let's just put down that knife, okay? No! Don't touch me! I know what's really going on. You bring home girls that you were drinking with, don't you? That's why you always tell me to let you know before coming over, isn't it? Oh, come on. Do you really not trust me that much? Just what do I have to do to please you? To please you, eh? I hate that. I hate that you don't know the answer to such simple things like that. You used to tell me you loved me and even patted my head all the time, but you barely even kiss me anymore. All right, I get it. I promise. I'll do all those things more often from now on. No, you still don't understand anything. There is no point if you only do it when I tell you to. Why can't you understand, even though I love you this much? Julia, you know I love you so much. Punpun is just like, really? You love me more than anything in the world? Of course, baby. Not just in the world, but I love you more than anything in this whole universe. Punpun hoped from the bottom of his heart. The lovey-dovey couple next door was nothing more than a dumbass and a... Hey, you know, especially when you're lonely, things like this hit you hard. Like, straight up hit you hard. And if they weren't, then somehow things just felt utterly hopeless. And Punpun wondered what was running through the mind of the old man as he died alone here in this room. And as he did, Punpun had another idea, and that idea was crows. 2 years from now, when he would renew the contract for the room, if nothing had changed by then, he decided he would kill himself. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna be the responsible adult here, right? Because we're talking about a serious topic here, and this show handles serious topics. So I want to treat it with like the utmost care and respect I can possibly give it. I will say this right now. If you feel suicidal to the point where it's not just a one-off thing, but a recurring thing, you get these feelings a lot, seek help. I don't mean that in a oh, you gotta seek help, in a negative conversation. No, just seek help. You don't have to go to a professional. I know there are professionals that are trained and trained to help you with this, and it can sometimes feel odd talking to someone that you have no idea about. And if you ever, I mean, I'm not a professional, but I've been told I'm a good listener, and I am a good listener. I give people that I don't know the time of day. I will listen to their story, just to understand what they're going through, and just to like help them as best as I can. If you are feeling suicidal ever, and you don't have anyone that you can talk to, and you just want to talk to someone, maybe someone that you don't know, but someone, I don't know, maybe you find my personality fun or something, right? And you think talking to me, or maybe like you feel connected or something, right? And you want to talk to me, you can always. My DMs, my Twitter DMs are always open. My Discord messages are always available. You can join my Discord. You can message me on YouTube. You know, you can there are multiple ways to message me. Like straight up, if you want to reach me, you can actually reach me. And I will. You know, I might not see it immediately because I stay away a lot from emails and notifications and so on and so forth. But like if I do see it, just be sure that I will respond. Because the fact of the matter is, a lot of us, I think most of us, have probably had a very rough time in life. Maybe not like a rough life, but we've all gone through things that are difficult sometimes to process, that are difficult to get over, and that quite frankly makes us either feel anxious, depressed, hopeless, or lost. And the fact of the matter is, we can all grow from that. Because at the end of the day, yes, things may feel lost and hopeless. You know what? I will make a video about my situation in depth maybe one day. Just talk about myself a little bit, I guess. But like, just to give you a little short example from me, I've most certainly felt lost and hopeless before in life, and depressed. And here I am today. Like, that was for about 2 years, I'd say 2 years, and I've made it here. Honestly, I'm happier than ever, probably. And quite frankly, I've managed to do something with myself. I thought I wouldn't, and here I am. And it's a-okay. I'm a-okay. I'm perfect. So if you ever feel like Punpun, where it's like you put a time frame on yourself, I did that when I was younger. I'm 24 right now, and I put a time for when I was 16. I told my uncle and whatnot, and they keep reminding me about that to this day. But because I didn't say it as a joke, I said it seriously. Yeah, but I said that if I don't make 100,000, back then my goal was always money. It was for his goal. Punpun's goal is obviously love and his situation to change. But like my goal was money. I said if I don't make 100,000 a year by the time I'm 25, you can put a bullet in my head, because at that point my life will not have been worth living. And I probably would have actually made 100,000 by the time I'm 25. I'm 25 in February. I've had a lot of investments, and a lot of them actually paid off, especially now with the pandemic. If I kept the investments, I probably would have made just about 100,000 by next February. But I decided that it doesn't matter to me. It actually doesn't matter to me. Like money, I'm the kind of person that has always been fascinated by money, and most of the opportunities it presents. But at the end of the day, is it really... Do you really need to put a time frame on life, right? There are some people that have put a time frame on things that have been successful, and there are a lot of people that have put a time frame on things that have become unsuccessful. I think one of the biggest examples would be Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett set himself a goal that he would be a millionaire by the time he's 30. He didn't become a millionaire by the time he's 30. It took him until he was 31. Now, if he would have killed himself when he was 30, there would be no Warren Buffett today. But he got his first million when he was 31 or 32. You know, he didn't hit his goal, but he's been one of the 5 richest people in the world for the last 20 years, 30 years, and all that from investing. Now, so don't put a time limit on things. Just enjoy life. A great quote here is, just enjoy life, because every little detour is its own adventure. And that's all I have to say about that. But if you do need someone to talk to, if you do feel down, you can always hit me up. I'm always available to talk and discuss and listen. Back to the story though. Punpun. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, I feel like things are going to get better, but ultimately I feel like things are going to get worse as well, because life is a roller coaster at the end of the day. You know, things get better and worse. So I just hope he's fine. Keyword. I hope he's fine. 1 second. Let me close the blinds, because the light is starting to shine now. I'll be right back in a second. Should be a bit better now. Not much better, granted, but like should be a bit better, I would say. So we'll continue from here on out. Chapter 75. Picture. School picture. Lip smacking. I want juicy tender meat. Alright. I guess. I guess. I don't know what you want me to say. Sure. So someone opens the door. And out of nowhere, I know something that can only be done by you. The oscillations of you and I are inextricably linked by the major seventh. Now then, let us fly off into the vast universe. Sorry, I've got a part-time job starting today. And he just vanishes. I think. Oh crap! I'm gonna be late. 1, 2. He's just 1, 2. 1, 2. Dude, my daily sit-ups routine, even at a time like this, damn, I'm manly. Apparently, not me. Damn, I'm fatly. Click. I'm not at home right now, so please leave your name and message at the sound of the beep. Onodera, good to see ya. Let's do our best at work today. Yo, good job, sunshine. It may still be night out, but the sun will definitely rise soon enough. So how was your first day on the job? Okay. Hey, mind hearing me out about a problem? I'm my own harshest critic and all, but I'd say that my abs are probably third in the world when it comes to being cute. My jolly goodness. But none of the cute chicks at university are looking my way, damn it. At this rate, I'm never gonna get a girlfriend. What? The largest breast recorded by Guinness was 154 centimeters. I'm not actually sure, so don't sweat it. Damn, are you serious? 154 is almost how tall my mom is. Jesus. Is that the one girl that can that like destroys the watermelons? Is that who it is? I don't know. I see, you know, JoJo pose. I see. The world really is full of the bizarre and unexplained. What a mysterious adventure this world is. Speaking of bizarre adventure, I just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt that my room was filled with bright divine light. And then out of nowhere appeared this pink elephant. No, wait, maybe it was some babe in a swimsuit. I forgot what exactly appeared, but anywho, this thing started talking to me. He said, there is still much for you to do, or something like that. And at that instant, it was as if my soul had this divine revelation. I like these panels. Like, we've had that in the last one with just Punpun, but now we're having it with him, just like going from one motion to the next while he's telling a story. What do I do? Am I really God's chosen one? I can hear it now. The voices of the people calling for help. Damn it, Mimura. You idiot. Why didn't you realize it until today? What's with that stiff smile you're giving me? Come on, I'm gonna burst into tears if that's how you're going to respond, you know? Alright. That's enough joking about for now. But there really is something that I've been worried about. I'm an econ major. Okay? But I feel like I couldn't care less about it. Welcome to the club. I'm a law major, but I couldn't care less about law. Haha, yay. Which is why I'm pursuing something completely different. My parents are both teachers, you know. So then I thought about just getting a teacher's license, even if it is the kind of hassle. And it was like, bam! This fog around me suddenly cleared up. I could finally see the wide road opening up in front of me. But it's just this sense of hesitation lurking about. Is it really fine for a person's path in life to be so simple? But then again, there's also a path of me that just wants to abandon my desire to live in the fast lane. Bro, everyone is going through shit, man. Now this one applies to me a lot. This one, he applies to me a lot. What's his name? Mimura. He applies to me a lot. I could definitely see myself in him. Must be nice being you. You've always been so free and not tied down by anyone or any place. You seem so carefree and without any worries. Don't you ever feel insecure? I guess that's not like me. I've got like super conviction about everything that I do. That's the one thing that I can say about me. Don't you ever feel insecure? Where do you get that confidence of yours? Is that just being cool? Is that just being what cool is all about, Honor D? Mad respect to you and your lifestyle, bro. But unlike you, I'm just a dreamer at heart. That's right. The young out have dreams. I want to become the king of Urahara by popularizing my bare midriff look. I'll then become a well-known face on those food shows so I can go to Akasaka, and have some chanko nabe. Ah, it's already morning. Although Punpun didn't really want to think about what the point of having dreams that could never come true was. To have dreams and worries that you could talk frankly about, in a way that was probably a more fulfilling lifestyle than his own, Punpun admitted. Being cool was merely a paper-thin difference away from being empty. Punpun. Failed to find Aiko again today. You have one message from 12:15. Hello, it's me, Midori. I'm sorry for calling you so many times, but I just can't seem to get a hold of you. I guess you must be at work right now. We just got the furniture you sent us. There is just so many stuff that I think we'll have to throw some away like your mother's old closet. You really don't mind what Yuichi and I do with them, right? Oh, one more thing. Sorry if I seem like I'm pestering you. But please do get yourself a cell phone soon, okay? I'll pay for it if you need. I know you're a dependable boy, so I'm not too worried, but just in case, you know what I mean, don't ya? Punpun, just don't push yourself too hard, okay? I think it would be nice if you let others help you a bit more. Punpun was very exhausted again today. Sir, excuse me, sir, but could you have a moment? Ah, good, you woke up. We've received a report about a man who's been sleeping here since last night, so... Who are you people? Oh, replacement, of course. Did you perhaps have a bit too much to drink? That's wonderful. A round of applause. I give you my earnest support to you, men. Now then, I must be going now. Mirage mode activated. Full speed ahead. Woohoo! And it's flying off. Walking off more like, but yeah. Okay. Chapter 76, huh? Why are you staring so intently at my face? Is there something on my face? If you're gonna comment on how sexy I look, I already know. What? You know I'm always full of energy. If only I had a girlfriend before summer would begin, it'd be no exaggeration to call me invincible. Mimo that missile fire. Hey, let's get back to work already. Yo, on OD, what do you think about a sumo fighter's butt? Huh? I mean, just think about it. You'd think that with so much fat, the shit would get caught in all the rolls as they're grunting it out on the John. Huh? But I've realized something. No matter how much I think about it, the sumo world won't change. Nothing about this world will change from me racking my head over things. And similarly, I've always pondered about the future of the human race. But no matter how much I think, it just seems like this world won't ever be peaceful. Then again, I feel like I can't even continue on normally with my life unless I find out the answers to each and every one of these questions that pops up. You know, Onodi. I wish I could just stay a kid, no matter what anyone says. And just to make things clear, it's not because of a woman or anything, alright? But time's such a cruel thing. Even if you try your best to resist, you can still slowly feel yourself turning into an adult. That he is right with. I've decided to start studying my ass off to get my teacher's license, even though I know it's going to be a real pain. The stern part of me is kind of cool, if I may say so myself. You probably can't understand all my subtleties, so sure fam. Good work, Sunset. I've decided to spend the night doing painful sit-ups while crying. The young grow big from frolicking with the night, you know. Don't run or you'll fall. Aye. The children pass by laughing innocently. Punpun is just a beacon of darkness. Thinking about how these children's heads were full of bright hopes and dreams was enough to drive Punpun. No, never mind. It drove him to nothing at all. In any case, the more Punpun thought to himself that this summer shower couldn't last forever, the more the downpour seemed to continue endlessly without the slightest indication of stopping. Find her. Find her. But Aiko was nowhere to be found. Onodera, he seems so weary today. This is getting me down, honestly. This is getting me down, honestly, damn it. Are you getting in? And I'm not one that gets down easily, but this is actually getting me down. I'm just hoping for the best for my little putty. Are you getting enough sleep? Haha. Onodera, you're still a virgin, right? I can tell just by that gloomy look how you're giving me. But don't worry, that's nothing to worry about. In fact, I'm jealous at how you've got an entirely world that's waiting to be explored. You should definitely go out and have some sex. It feels great, you know. The minor quibbles and worries of youth can all be solved with sex. Know what I mean? I wish it was that easy, but it's not. I wish issues and problems and whatnot could be solved with that, but it's not. I personally think that fine teenage girls are one of the best things humanity has to offer. Of course, I'd be fine with middle school or elementary school. Hello, FBI? This person right here. This person right here. You are still 18, right, Onodera? If you're ever going to a mixer, be sure to invite me too, okay? If you do, I'll be sure to show you surefire tips on how to score. He's probably the person that's never been laid before, honestly, the way he's speaking. He's probably never been laid before. You can tell sometimes that certain people, they just haven't been laid, because you can tell by how they're speaking. You're not feeling well? Alright. Just leave the rest to me. No need to push yourself. Just go home and get some rest. I'll tell the manager what happened, so don't worry. Then don't forget that we talked about earlier, right? He just wants to find his girl. Aiko. Kashikomo. Dear Punpun. Sorry if I seem awfully meddlesome, but here is a phone for you that I signed for with my name. The phone bill will be charged from my account, so don't make too many calls here. Haha, JK. I've entered my contact info on the phone already, so call me if anything happens immediately. It wasn't that kind of problem. He knew that others didn't have it in for him or anything, but that wasn't the problem. Ha 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 ha. In times like these, he would chant, dear God, tinkle, tinkle, hoy, and I'm such an idiot. You reap what you sow. Ah. Where'd it go? And the TV shuts off. Well, it goes into static, I guess. You left, the TV goes into static, and he's outside just singing in the rain, I guess. The sad, sad image. The sad, sad image of Punny Pun. Of OD. I just wish he was happy. I just wish he was happy. I just wish he found what he was looking for in life. I just wish he had a happy life. That's what I wish for, alright? Just simple. Just simple things in life. Just for him to be happy. It's not much to ask for. It's not too much to ask for, but hasn't been a thing. Hasn't been a thing. The happiest he's probably been was right at the beginning when he was with Aiko and all the other friends of his, and they were just looking at the starry sky. Chapter 77. The rain. See all the letters there, stuffed to the brim. Continued unendlessly, as if it had forgotten how to stop. The more Punpun thought about shutting himself up in a 6-tatami room, the louder the rain seemed to become. His room has become a mess. It's become an absolute mess. Punpun is feeling just fine again today. Hello again. You seem rather tired, Onodera. No, I'm not here to collect rent or anything like that. I just wanted to see how you were finding the place. He's become a triangle. Really no problem at all. Well, that's great to hear. Oh, no particular reason. Just asking from the concerned heart of an older man. Are you free right now? I'd like to talk with you for a bit if possible. Oh, it's nothing serious. I just wanted to chat a little. Nobody will come to this real estate office during the rain anyway. Onodera, I'm thinking of ordering eel for lunch. Are you fine with that? Well, aren't you quite the modest for a young one? Don't worry, I should at least treat you to this much, considering that I'm forcing you to spend your free time with an old man like me. Hey man, this person who I called dickhead, I'm sorry for calling you that. You've got the longest neck and your head looks like a dick, but you're actually a very good person. You're actually seeming, for now, you're actually a very good person. Could all be a ruse, but he seems to be a very good person. Do you remember what I told you before? About the old man who passed away from illness in your room, I mean. We had a bit of an argument ever since he joined some fanatical cult. But in any case, he was such a simple and serious man to me, to the point of being quite socially awkward. He reminds me of a little of you, actually. Something about your eyes, or the very atmosphere about you. Ah, my bad. I certainly didn't mean to depress you with my talk or anything. It's just that he's been stuck in my mind. I know it's already too late for anything now, but a part of me wonders if I should have tried to reach out and help him more. His consciousness is eating away at him, but you know what? I respect you for helping Punny Pun. I just can't seem to forget about those lonely eyes of his. Punny Pun has that smirk on his like trying to give him a different impression. Yes, you do have the same eyes as him. Oof. Punpun tried to put on a good face, but nah. That lonely but unexpectedly resolute stare, you could even say it looked almost stubborn. A gaze that prevented his heart from opening out to anybody. I can see that very same look in your eyes. Just why is it? Did you perhaps happen to be cruelly betrayed by someone? Or were you the one who betrayed that person, I wonder? Of course, I won't press you for any answers, but you should try to trust others a bit more. After all, once you turn old, you won't have anything left but your memories. Have the people that you've met so far in your life really been that horrible? He goes back to that. Personally, I choose to always believe in people until they outright betray me. For you see, doubting someone would only foster ill will. So if they were to betray me, I'll be the only one hurt. And I'm fine with that. If you continue to keep that very look in your eyes, no one will come to help you when you need it most, you know. By the way, are you a little strapped for cash on a data, please? If it's a job you need. Ah, there you go again. Trying to give a job to a complete stranger, his wife comes in. You're too soft-hearted for your own good. How many times have you been taken advantage of by lending money out to untrustworthy people? And you there, boy, you're still young, so you should do something more productive with your time than idly chatting with an old man. That's just rude. Rude. Talk about scary. That girl's my... Oh, it's his daughter. I thought that was his wife. Looks the same age, honestly. In my opinion. That girl's my daughter. And though she might resemble me in her looks, her personality is a bit... I dislike being around a grubby woman. Snack bar. He's a G-man. Oh, don't worry. Just think of it as a field trip of sorts. Do you like drinking, Onodera? Huh? You've never drank before. Well, if you feel like drinking, just ask, Mama, can I get a ginger ale mixed with some hot water? Funny story. This lad here thought a snack bar was the same thing as a pink saloon before coming in. Haha, ain't that kind of cute? I'm totally drenched. Mama, I need a towel over there. Oh, hey there, Sachi. Haven't seen you in a while, manager. Has your liver gotten any better? No, not really, but I'm still drinking. I heard you've been just lazing around ever since quitting your job at the shop. And there you start again. For your information, I actually drop by here usually on my way home from work. After all, it's easy to score some drinks around here just by talking it up with some perverted old men. Ah, so you found a job, eh? Yeah, I'm tutoring at this cram school now. I can't just feign depression and lie on my ass all day now, can I? Give me a glass of water over there. Good. We haven't seen her face, have we? No, she came in with the hair down and everything. Okay. She's got glasses too. So, who's the kid next to you? Is he your friend? Ah, that's Onodera. He's one of my tenants. Hi there. I'm Nanzo Sachi. With Sachi? Huh? Wait. Did we? Yes, you did. Did we meet before? Of course you did. Shoot! 1 second. What chapter was it? What? One second. I'm looking at my reactions right now. Okay. Should have been maybe a chapter. What's this cover? That's on chapter 58. And what's this cover, bro? It wasn't 58. Okay, 59. No, 60? When was it? Let's try 61. When was it? It was around this point. Can't find it now. But she definitely knows Punpun, alright? I know her. Which means that Punpun knows her. Which means that we all know her. That's her, isn't it? That's her, isn't it? And what? Say your name. Where does she say her name? I know that's her. I know that's her. Yeah, that's her, exactly. Sachi. There you go. Chapter 62. There you go. The painter. She just has black hair, not blonde hair. She just has black. She was also there right at the beginning, wasn't she? Like I just mentioned the Starry chapter. She was there as well when she was a person that was inside the building. That's who she is. Shoot, what chapter did I just finish? 77, I think it was. Yeah, 77. That's her. Just black hair. Just black hair. All right, chapter. Is this the last chapter? 78. Yeah, it is the last chapter for this video. Okay. Maybe she's his destined. Maybe she's the one that he's destined to be with, not Aiko. She was there also right from the get-go. I'm definitely sure I've seen you somewhere before. I remembered. When was it again? I think I was 19 back then, so 3 years ago. You're not that boy who came with Asuta to see the art exhibition, aren't you? Pump was like, oh, you're that person. Come on, don't you remember Kane, Asusa? It was even raining that day, just like it is today. He's like, shit, I don't want to remember this. I don't want it. This was a die. Is that what happened? Pumper thought it would be too troublesome, so he feigned ignorance. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm starting to remember more clearly now. You had your hair gelled up and was wearing this brand name t-shirt. Personally, I thought you looked quite the eager beaver. Diggity diggity doo. Looks like I've been mesmerized by your beauty again and gotten myself drunk, mama. Oh, please. I remember drinking myself to death on the first night I met you as well. Chada 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 chada. Shishi do hair. It experiences maybe allow me to sing you all a song. Mama, that song is Izakaya. Yeah. That's exactly how I expect them to sing. Like, yeah. Just totally out of tune. Asusa. I think she's fine. Haven't met her in a while, but I heard she's in university now and living alone. Ever since Kane left me after finding employment, I haven't really had much time to talk with her, much less ask her about younger sister. Oh, by Kane, I mean Asusa's fat older fat older sister who wears glasses. If you don't mind, please have yourself a drink. Sure, I won't hesitate. A double bourbon for me. Oh, but I did hear that she found herself a boyfriend soon after entering university. That's too bad. Since she was previously a virgin, she's probably doing it every night with an... He's about to do it with you, fam. Straight up. With a new boyfriend to make up for lost time. I ain't so tactless as to ask for your name, not ask about your life story. Seems that things didn't work out too well between you two after that day. That's right, we just happened to be sitting beside each other at a pub. They're singing their love story right now. There's the love story. It was frustrating to even look at you two since you guys were fidgeting about so much around each other. A real couple of virgins if I ever saw one. Ouch. In a shabby dungy izakaya with no pictures, no flower, no songs, no fancy words. Guys who are virgins are usually so annoying because they're all about me. They think they're pretty much right all the time. With them bragging on and on about only themselves and refusing to listen to other people, it's no wonder they haven't found a girlfriend yet. But you know, Asusa was pretty depressed after that day. I think she really liked you. What did you even do to her? What did you even do to bum her out like that in the first place? Ouch, you're making him feel worse. It's raining in case you're thinking of going outside. I just heard the pitter-patter of drizzle a little while ago. It's fine, I'll just sit right here and drink the time I wait until the rain stops. Ooh, then shall I can't blush you new until morning. I've known some bad women in the past, though. That don't bother me, none, just to go home. Sorry. You're not still hung up over Asusa, are you? With no pictures, no flowers, no songs, no fancy words. No, I'm not hung up over her or anything, but your way of speaking so bluntly is making me uncomfortable. In a shabby dinghy, I'm sorry, but I think I'll leave now. Hey, wait, just wait a second. Punpun. You're not leaving this. You're not leaving this alone. All right, you're not leaving this alone. Sorry. I didn't mean to insult you or anything. I know I've got a real foul mouth, and I'm sorry. It's a bad habit of mine. But there's something else that I've been wanting to say to you for the longest time. The comments notebook. Do you remember? I told you to write any comment or impression you had about my painting, and you went and ended up writing a whole buttload of stuff. I never thought I'd have the chance to see you again, but in any case, thanks. Well, you technically didn't comment on my painting since you wrote that weird story about that story. It was set on some alien planet, but that wasn't actually a story of your own childhood, wasn't it? The story could have been a bit more polished, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I could just vividly picture your story's scenes. You see, I'm a picture book illustrator, and I participate in competitions and stuff. If it's alright with you, would you like to continue writing that story as an original work? I want to buy your talents on Odera. He's like, huh? What? Hey, shoot! Making some money. Let's make some money. Let's go to the top. let's go to the top. What? Huh? You want to drink? Of course. Well, it's the managers, but I suppose he can drink. He's like, oh, so you know how to do. She's looking at him like, so you know how to drink, eh? I'm telling you, you should go for her, Punpun. Now he's all wasted. He's like, oh! Wasted state. A happy wasted state. What? Don't tell me you don't know how to hold a drink at all. It's first time, right? Chill out. Well, actually, no, I can't say that. My first time I got wasted, but it took me like many drinks to get wasted. Alright. Okay, maybe we're not all the same. Alright? Maybe we're not all the same, right? Some people can hold their liquor much better. You better off not involving yourself with someone like me, you know. Jeez. Mama, I need a glass of water. Don't worry, I'm not drunk at all. By the way, would it be alright for me to touch your breast? Huh? What was that? I can't understand your slurring. That story was nothing but a... She's looking at... Hey. That story was nothing but a fluke, so I'm only going to get cocky if you try to compliment me. Also, I'm not a virgin anymore, so please don't treat me like an idiot, okay? The real Fair is always your own self, but you wouldn't understand all my subtleties, honestly. It's not like I hate me mother or anything, but I've once wished before that if he found himself a girlfriend, she'd either be a fat ass or an imaginary one. But please keep this a secret from him, alright? Aye. Mimura, who's Mimura? So I'm telling you, it's dangerous to get yourself involved with me. I'm actually the familiar of Geldak, the god of hell. No, that's just a lie. I mean, shoot, you might as well be a virgin, alright? Honestly, you might as well. A terrible first time is still better than... Okay, I was going to phrase this terribly. I don't want this video to get demonetized, though. I mean, it probably already got demonetized before everything that I've said, but, like, still, let's try and keep it civil here. In my eyes, you're still one. You haven't done a good one yet. That's not way down on your conscience. So I'm telling you, it's dangerous to get yourself involved with me. I'm actually the familiar... Okay, we already read that. He's completely wasted. Manager, do you know where this kid lives? I can't find it, no matter how hard I try looking. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I have no choice to keep trying. Onodera, hello? Can you hear me? Lie down over there. Pretending to be a crazy person is strangely quite calming. I'm the worst, aren't I? Haha. Hey, Aiko. She is so far away. Aiko's always a little far away from me. Hey, Aiko. As long as you're not just some dream or illusion of mine, I have to tell you that I just can't like other people. I have to tell you that I just can't like other people normally anymore. Maybe I've been cursed by you. Please help me, Aiko. You just see her smiling. Punpun, if you ever betray me again, I will kill you. And little Punpun wakes up. Okay. Huh? He's like, huh? What is she doing here? What is she doing here? You know, I hope those two get closer. Straight up, I hope those two become a pair. She was, like as I said, she was there from the get-go. She was there from the beginning, and she actually seems to be a very good person. Doesn't seem to be crazy in some sort of regard. But again, Punpun, as I just said, since, you know, the whole Ayako fiasco, he just can't seem to like other people anymore now. We all don't. Well, none of us know how our heart works until our heart is in peril or until our heart is being tested. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe if he's a little happy, you know, gets into a little happy situation with her, it might work out for the best. And if he works with her as well, might, you know, work out for the best for him. Who knows? I can't say for sure right now, but I like where this is going. I'm gonna be honest. I like where this is going. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me all know what you all thought about these 5 chapters. I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Everyone, I'm gonna wait a little bit until the sun goes down, so the lighting is not that terrible. It doesn't look that terrible anymore, but like, I would rather it be perfect and not perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna wait until the sun is down. But I will be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. Until the next one, everyone. Have a nice day, everyone. Peace out. Until then, have a nice day and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. But until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day.